Hello, comic friends. Joe here, the crazy Hungarian. Have another video for you today. Number 4. There's Indy. I, I'm always going to point to him. He's just the guy, you know. Got some comics to show you guys today. Out in the garage again. So if it gets noisy, I'll just have to start over for the third time. Okay, here we go. Number 1 is a Detective Comics 569 Joker cover. Look at that crazy clown. Catwoman. Got some weird, funky stuff on the old Robin. Batman. A little bit of a glare. Sorry, folks. Cool cover. I'm always looking for Joker covers, you know? If you're a fan of 80s, like I am, this was an exciting thing for me. Haven't really looked into more of it. Just found this at a flea market a while ago. Manimal. Y'all remember Manimal? Turned into leopard. First episode, he even turned into a shark in a dude's pool and ate him. Manimal. It's my special lady friend's um, name for me on her phone. Manimal. Got a 4-part miniseries here from the 80s. July 85, August, so summer 85. One of my favorite characters by one of my favorite artists who I didn't appreciate when I was younger, but as I get older, Carmine Infantino. We got Red Tornado here. Superman pointing him out saying, "You're weird, man. Don't know if we can work with you. Get your crap together." There's issue number 1. We got issue number 2. This was actually the first of the 4 series that I got when I was a younger. This isn't the original copies of mine, of course, because those all got lost. And, I don't know, a tornado of some kind. Red Tornado number 2. Here's Red Tornado number 3 or 4. I didn't like Carmine Infantino when I was younger. The Flash, mostly, but I didn't care for his style. I thought the heads were too big. It was just kind of, but as I get older, it's not very complex. It's to the point kind of art. Um, Good stuff. And of course, the 4th one, right there. It's a fun little mini series. It's kind of cool. It kind of jumps into from, I think it was issue 5 of Crisis on Infinite Earths when Psycho Pirate and the Anti-Monitor tried to manipulate him. But hey, you can't keep a good android down. Then also, 80s, about the same time, as y'all know, JLA fan, Justice Society fan, All-Star Squadron, had to have some superpowers. Had most of the toys, most of them when I was younger. I collected most of them. Here's issue number 1 of the first series. Issue number 2. What are they doing? What are they doing to Superman? Superpowers are so awesome. Because they had the Mego figures, but they didn't have any real, 4-inch figures, 3.75, 4-inch for me when I was younger up until this point. And then, in fact, most of them I actually cut out the little ad in the comic book and I sent out $5 in shipping and handling. It was mowing yards, man, mowing the lawn. Issue number 3, Superpowers, first series. Right there, we got some Amazon going on. And of course, number 4 or 5, Superman going a little 2001 gorilla on him. Ape. I don't know, just reference, I don't know. And then, of course, we got number 5, the final issue of the series. And you see who it is, the diabolical being himself, Darkseid. I call him Darkseid. Many people call him Darkseid. But he will always be Darkseid to me. Second series, Superpowers, was a 6-issue series. Here's issue number 1, where there's the boy, Darkseid. That little crazy eye. I got a crazy eye too. See that? Wonder if he's Hungarian. Issue number 2. Don't be mean to Hawkman. Hawkman's done nothing to anyone. You just need to relax. Was that Calabac? Nah, Calabac, I believe. Here's issue number 3. No, that was issue number 2. Here's issue number 3. Easter Island. Always the place where craziness happens. If you guys remember the old In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy, one of my favorite episodes besides Bigfoot in Oregon, because I am a believer in the Squatch. Easter Island. Remember that episode? Nimoy talking about Easter Island and the weirdness and craziness and alien influence that they had. Issue number 4, the second series of the Superpowers. Firestorm. Love Firestorm. I think he's such a fun character back then. I didn't like an Identity Crisis when they killed him off, but I believe they brought him back. I'm not sure. Do some research on that one. And then, of course, had to have this. You had issue number 5. You had my all 3 favorite DC characters. Batman Robin, Dick Grayson Robin, Dick Grayson, no Tim Drake, no Jason Todd, Dick Grayson. Of course, you have Barry Allen Flash right there. And the final issue of that series, Superman one-on-one with Darkseid. The first of many, well, back in the 70s when he appeared in JLA, but these are the ones I remember right here. Look at that cover. Isn't that fun? Darkseid battles the superpowers. And then the final issue is the 4-parter of the Superpowers. Back in the 80s, they're 85. This one's September 85. You got him back. He's back. Darkseid. Mr. Miracle was brought into this one. I like Mr. Miracle. I always thought he was a fun character. First issue, new series. And of course, you have issue number 2. I like how they put the characters on the sides. That's old school. To me, when I think of old JLA, 60s, 70s JLA, you always have the roll call. This is the roll call. And they had Plastic Man in this one, too. I don't recall. I think they did come out with the Plastic Man figure for that. He's kind of hard to find nowadays. But here's issue number 2. Airplane. Issue number 3 of the 4-parter. You got Mr. Freeze in this one. And of course, you got this was back when the A-Team was big, so of course you have to have the Mohawk. And issue 4, Janice Cyborg, Golden Pharaoh on the good side. That was fun. Those Superpowers are fun. I like those. I'll still read them every once in a while, open them up. And they got a big graphic novel with all of them in it, but not for me. I believe if anybody out there knows any different, a Man-Bat, the first issue. This was back in the day. I don't know if there was more than 2 of Man-Bat, but it's kind of an interesting take. I mean, a lot of characters back then villains were getting solo titles. Man-Bat was one, which wasn't really not much into the Man-Bat, and not really he was too lizard to me. Spider-Man. Issue number 2, and the final one, as far as I know, of that series. Oh, look at that! You are gonna die. Fun little 2-parter. That was fun. Movie special. Loved back in the day when they had the movie specials. Krull, one of my favorite movies of that era. Krull was just kind of between, no more Star Wars. Star Wars is done. Krull. It was cool. I liked the villain, the Beast in there, and everything. And the part with the Cyclops at the end, as a young boy, it really got to me, man. What happens to Cyclops? But he saves everyone. That's what matters. And then the final final season, the final issue of that, it's a 1 and 2 parter. Krull defeating the Beast and saving the lady. Got a couple of old Daredevils here. I got these on a pretty good price, local comic book shop. Like I said before in past videos, I'm a big Silver Age, Bronze, Marvel. I felt the characters were a lot more real than, except for like Fing Fang Foom. Can't get more real than a big dragon. But the characters were written well back then. The stories were fun. We got Daredevil issue 19 here. Kind of a fun cover. The Man Without Fear. Love Daredevil. He's one of my favorites. And then we have issue 99 with the Black Widow. Little conflict little tension between Daredevil and Hawkeye there with the little Black Widow in the middle. Little triangle. Maybe a triangle of love. It even happens in comics. Kind of a couple newer ones here. 229. I kind of like that cover. Matt Murdock he always has bad days. If you read his comics, Murdock's always just kind of having a bad day. Even before Spider-Man. The master, the king of the bad day is Matt Murdock. And of course we have issue 262. 262. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to have a quick video here. Show some more of my stuff. I got more comics coming. The next video will probably go into some of my Super Friends comics. And a few other things. So have a great day. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good beginning of your work week. Whatever kind of week you got. But like, subscribe. Thank you. I very appreciate you watching my videos. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. And we will see you again. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.